This is the Oculus Go, the first standalone consumer VR headset. At $200 price point, is this good enough VR headset for average consumer to own? Well, let's find out. Hey, what's up guys, it's like Dad here. So I just received this and can't wait to try it out. And you might ask, why am I so excited about this? Because this is the first consumer VR headset that does not require any hardware connect to it. Unlike the PlayStation VR or HTC Vive or the big brother Oculus Rift, you don't need to have a wire connected to a bulky powerful computer, or you don't even need a phone to slide into your headset. We'll go through the unboxing and setup process together. Then I will show you some real life demonstration to let you know how you can use this VR headset. Alright, let's get this opened up. Alright, so here they are. Here's a headset and plus one controller, and I believe there's some charging cable and adapter in the box. And one thing you do need to know, even though you don't need to insert your phone in the goggle, but you do need your phone to help set it up. This definitely feels really light in hand, which is really impressive. Consider all the hardware such as the processor, screen, and the battery are all inside the goggle. And here's the only controller that you need to control this VR headset. It takes one AA battery. There are other Bluetooth game controllers supports Oculus Go, but I don't have the need for that. Alright, okay, it's good to know they do come with a battery. Here's another padding for your goggle headset in case you want to wear it with the glasses. Also, here's the 10-watt power adapter, some charging cable, cleaning cloth, and here's the wrist strap for your controller. Alright, that's about it. Let's take a look at the goggle and see what's on there. Here you can see the headphone jack and the micro USB charging port, and this is also used for transport data between your headset and the computer. And you have power and value control button on the top. In the front, I think just a flat panel, and I think it acts like a heatsink. People say the display quality are just as good, or maybe even better compared to the Oculus Rift, so let's test out and find out. I would test pretty much all the consumer VR goggle out there, so Oculus Rift, HTC Vive. To me, the best quality one so far is the HTC Vive. Alright, now I'm gonna go charge out the headset and download the Oculus app on my phone and show you guys how to set it up. Alright, so here's the app, just have to download and open it. And once you open that, you can connect to your Facebook account. And the benefit of that is you can find which your friend that might have the Oculus system that you can connect to. And also you can view all your media content on your Facebook account. Alright, so here you can connect to your credit card and agree with some privacy setting, then that should be good. So I really like the setup process, it's really straightforward. Just get it turned on. It's asking me to connect to power again. It's gonna pair with your headset. And now it's gonna connect to the Wi-Fi through the app. Alright, after all set up, now it's gonna force you to watch some health and safety videos, which is a good thing because otherwise I wouldn't watch it. Alright, so now we go to the app, and here's where they're gonna ask you to do a software update for the headset, and you gotta go ahead and do that. So here you can manage the app, you can see all the apps that you want to download and manage your friend and setting. You can do pretty much all of this inside the headset too, just depends on which way you prefer. Let's put a headset on. I'm gonna try to do some screen recording to give you the real life experience, closer to real life experience what this might feel like. Before you get to this home screen, there's a little demo session that I couldn't record, but here you get to pick the environment that where you want to be in. This part is more like your virtual wallpaper. It's not really a 3D environment that you can actually walk around, but still it's really nice to look at. And to get a better understanding where everything is at, so just know that all your main content will be in front of you, so they will be in the center of the screen, and all the setting part or the menu part will be the bottom of the screen that you can see down there. Right, here I'm going to zoom in a little bit to let you see a little bit better in the center of the screen. I'm going to start all the way from the navigation home screen to let you know step by step where each menu item is at. So you look down here, you have all the menu selection. If you go to home screen, and here you're going to be able to see everything they want to show you. So just for users, pretty much a home screen to quickly let you know what's available on the Oculus for you to try out. And the second one is called library, and here you can quickly browse what all the apps that you have installed, and if you want to remove them, you can come over here and you can see all the way to the bottom, and here's the environment screen for you to choose from. Now we'll change your environment to show you what it looks like. So this one looks just like a house, but it's not really a house. You can't really walk around here. This is different from the Oculus room where you can hang out with your family and friends. This is not the same. Now we check out the store. And here you can pretty much see all the apps that they have to offer. They have a package deal now. I plan to try out a few set, maybe combination with games and some of the VR content so I can test it out. The first thing I download is Netflix and the next VR to watch some NBA game, but it really depends on what kind of content you like to watch. And just click on the web browser. So this is just a typical browser for you to go to the website you want to see. Let's go to YouTube and check out my own video, and here you can click full screen. You can see how the screens kind of warp around you. I really like that. And down in the bottom, you can choose to view it at 360 or 180, but this content is not really built for 360, so you can everything's gonna warp around it. They're just gonna stretch the 2D content to 3D, but it doesn't really work well. Another part of video consumption I want to display is the Netflix part, but unfortunately I cannot do screen recording on Netflix, of course. For Netflix, they actually put you inside this virtual room. You have this flat screen in front of you that you can resize to all the way up to cover the entire wall, which is really great experience to watch Netflix. Alright, the next menu item is called Gallery. So here you go in, you can connect to the device that you have. So here I don't connect to anything yet, so I can view the content from my internal storage, which now I have the screen recording, or you can connect to your Facebook account, view your video content there too. You can also import content from your computer up to the device, so you can view it from here. The next menu item is search, and it's pretty straightforward. It's just a universal place for you to do any search that you want and content you want to find. Alright, now let's jump to the next tab. It's called People. So here is where you manage your profile. You can create your avatar to use in the Oculus room. If you don't have any friends or family that are using the Oculus yet, you can also go to the event section. You can find a different like game event or the video watching event that you can join other people. Or if you're bored, just want to go check out the Oculus room by yourself, you can do that too. Unfortunately, I cannot record that part either. If you are not familiar with what Oculus Room is, it's pretty much a social place for you to go hang out with your friend or family's avatar. You can play game, listen to music, chat, or just watch a movie together. Everything still looks really basic now, but I think as more people join VR, this is going to be even more useful in the future. Then after this part, you can go to notification, and currently I don't have anything there. Then there's a setting menu, which is pretty straightforward. There's not much explanation needed. That is pretty much it for all the user interface. I want to talk about my experience after using it for a little while and how I feel about it so far. Let's take it off first. The headset is definitely really comfortable, and I like how light it is, so you can wear it for a long time and still doesn't feel too hot or just too much weight on your head. The paddings are really soft and they use breathable material. The casing are plastic and does feel cheap, but at the same time, if you want it to be light, and that's pretty much the only material that you can choose. The built-in speaker can get pretty loud, but it also depends on the media that you use. For example, for some Netflix movie that I watched, the speaker just doesn't get loud enough. And for the NBA VR app, the speaker is actually plenty loud, so I think that it really depends on how the app and the software set the volume to be. This issue can easily be fixed with software update, or you can just use your personal headphone connected to the headphone jack. And now let's talk about the controller. It actually performs way better than I expected. If you ever play Nintendo Wii, this performs a lot like the Wii Mode, but it's the second generation with the motion control, so it's actually really precise. The front button also acts as a touchpad, and there are also 3 other buttons, so there are totally only 4 buttons, but it feels really intuitive to use. And now let's talk about the most important part, which is actually using it. And we'll start with the screen resolution, and there's a lot of praise about how they made the screen look really good, especially with a special lens design. The resolution is 1280 by 1440 for each eye, which offers slight upgrade compared to other headsets, but you can still see the pixel. I think the viewing experience is just okay. It also doesn't have sensor to set up in the room for to sense the space. That means that you cannot really actually move inside the VR space with your physical movement, which are probably more important for gamers, not the regular media consumption person. I've been playing it for a couple hours and I've used Netflix, I played some game, and I used the NBA VR, which is called the Next VR. You can watch many of sports games on there. I also tried out the Disney VR, which I was quite impressed with the quality. And I actually did get motion sickness once when I first set it up because I played some low resolution roller coaster video. Besides that, I did not experience any motion sickness with any other kind of content so far. They actually don't recommend you to use the device for a long period of time, and that's why they don't recommend you to charge and use in the same time. They claim the battery life is about 2 hours, which I think is enough for most casual users. Since we're still in the really early stage for VR, you really don't want to invest too much money into any ecosystem that might not make it into the next year or two. With the Oculus Go, you don't need to invest into the supercomputer, you don't need to set up a room with motion sensors. For only $200, I think this headset actually offers really good value for anyone that wants to step into VR for the first time. I personally am very satisfied with this purchase. And let me know if you have any question about this device, and feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you like the content like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. They will really help my channel grow. As always, it's like our dad here. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.